Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
From the gun on third down, Wilson over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Now Wilson on second down. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sua Cravens in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
McCarron to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Kelly to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hot.
On first down, it's Kelly. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action, it's Kelly. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Marquette King now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw is Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to go for a big play, and that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Come on, let's go.
Wilson. And incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. from the shotgun. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And now look at him go.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They toss to Freeman. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee, and he's got this down to the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Derek Wolfe in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Trotty. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, good move. Dodges him at the 50. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Kelly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
To throw again, Kelly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Kelly. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Kelly. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Denver. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about...
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll check this one off to Fournette. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the run, it's Fournette. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And this is incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw, Kelly. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Set! Blue lane! Blue lane!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
From the gun, Kelly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Taken in at the 11. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
A play fake. Now Kelly. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Kelly now throwing on 3rd and long. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punter, King, to send it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This is fielded at the 7. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The former Broncos scored a touchdown for him in the Super Bowl, Malik Jackson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Keller. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Kelly. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now a 1st down throw, Kelly. And he rifles one incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Broncos on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Kelly to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Taken from just outside the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Room here to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bo Scarborough, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Kelly on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Kelly from the gun, he'll throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Marquette King now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smash.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Sunday.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Spread right, spread right, spread right, smack.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Sunday.
Now Scarborough. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on it. It's 2nd and 2.
Right there. Hey, spread right, smack.
They try again with Scarborough. They juked him. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Sunday.
He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. This is Marshall. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule, but if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Freeman again. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
On 1st down, it's Kelly. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Gun.
To throw is Kelly, operating from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Play action, it's Kelly. Throws throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Kelly. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Kelly now on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Kelly. Got him in. He finds Sanders.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Denver, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.